Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. The people who envy you the most will never show it. They won't insult you. They won't confront you. They won't compete with you. They'll smile and slowly disappear. If you've ever felt that shift, someone becoming distant after you grew, improved, or moved ahead, this isn't random. There's a psychological reason behind it. Psychologists call this silent envy. And once you understand it, you'll start seeing why relationships change quietly, without arguments, without drama, and without explanations. Friendships, workplace dynamics, even family behavior can shift the moment you begin to grow. Everything looks normal on the surface, but underneath, something breaks. And most people never understand what went wrong. But here's where it gets even worse. Most people don't even realize they're envious. They genuinely believe they're being mature, unbothered, or simply busy. They're not. Here's the uncomfortable truth. People don't envy your success. They envy what your success exposes about them. Your progress becomes a mirror. And when someone looks into that mirror and sees delay, regret, or insecurity, the brain reacts defensively. Not outwardly, internally. And that's where silence begins. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Silent envy almost never comes from strangers. It comes from people who once felt equal to you. This happens because the brain compares horizontally, not vertically. People don't compare themselves to celebrities. They compare themselves to friends, colleagues, classmates, and people with similar backgrounds. So when someone similar grows faster, the brain doesn't feel inspired. It feels threatened. And envy is socially unacceptable. Admitting it feels like admitting inferiority. So the mind disguises it. Your brain does 3 things to protect the ego. First, it rationalizes. They just got lucky. Second, it creates moral distance. I wouldn't want that life anyway. Third, it withdraws. Silence, distance, reduced support. This isn't always conscious cruelty. It's psychological self-defense. Silence feels safer than honesty. If this feels uncomfortably familiar, good. It means you're finally seeing what most people miss. Silent envy often shows up in subtle ways: delayed replies, awkward praise, reduced enthusiasm, passive discouragement, emotional distance. Nothing openly hostile, just enough to make you question yourself. And that confusion is not accidental. Here's the deeper psychology most people never hear. Envy is not hatred. It's pain mixed with comparison. Most people aren't trying to hurt you. They're trying to protect their identity. So instead of growing, they step away. This is where many people make a mistake. They over-explain, they shrink, they slow down. But growth doesn't need permission. An explanation doesn't reduce envy. It increases discomfort, because it keeps the mirror in front of them. If you want to break this cycle, start with one thing. Stop taking silence personally. Silent envy is not feedback. It's not rejection. It's internal conflict on the other side. You don't need to fix it. You don't need to chase clarity. Awareness is enough. When you understand silent envy, you stop misreading distance. You stop shrinking your growth to preserve comfort. And you realize something important. Not everyone who walks with you is meant to walk with your progress.